pushing. Team, move in there.
Move it.
Jesus on full charge. Back in.
Early bullet.
And push. Well up. Loading team, step away. Gatekeeper. Joffrey, raise the gate.
So you two, dig up dinosaurs?
Well,
Try to.
You'll have to get used to Dr. Malcolm. He suffers from a deplorable excess of personality, especially for a mathematician.
Chaotician, actually. John doesn't subscribe to chaos, particularly what it has to say about his little science project.
Odswallop, Ian. You've never been able to sufficiently explain your concern.
Oh, John, because of the behavior of the system in phase space.
A load, if I may say so, of fashionable number crunching.
Well,
I do wish you wouldn't do
Dr.
that.
Sattler, Dr. Grant, you've heard of chaos theory?
no.
No, nonlinear equations? Strange attractors. Dr. Sattler, I refuse to believe that you aren't familiar with the concept of attraction.
I bring scientists, you bring a rock star. There it is. Bad wind shears, we have to drop pretty fast, so hold on, because there can be just a little friction. Yahoo!
Look, we'll have landed by the time you get it right. Come along.
50 miles of perimeter fence are in place?
And the concrete moats and the motion sensor tracking systems. Ronald, dear boy, relax. Try and enjoy yourself.
Let's get something straight, John. This is not a weekend excursion. This is a serious investigation of the stability of the island. Your investors, whom I represent, are deeply concerned. 48 hours from now, if they're not convinced, I'm not convinced. I'll shut you down, John.
In 48 hours, I'll be accepting your apologies. Stop.
Alan, this species of variformin's been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing isn't this thing. What?
It's a dinosaur.
You're dead. You crazy son of a bitch, you're dead.
This tear out the little book on it. Cold-bloodedness, it doesn't apply. They're totally wrong. This is a warm-bodied creature.
This thing doesn't live in a swamp.
This thing's got, what, a 25, 27-foot neck? Brachiosaurus 30.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
How fast are they? Well, we clocked the T-Rex to 32 miles an hour.
T-Rex?
Mm-hmm.
You said you've got a T-Rex?
Uh-huh. Say again. We have a T-Rex. Oh.
Put your head between your knees.
Dr. Grant. My dear Dr. Sattler. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
They're moving in herds. They do move in herds. How'd you do this? I'll show you.
G'day, now. The most advanced amusement park in the entire world. Incorporating all the latest technologies, and I'm not talking just about rides, you know. Everybody has rides. But we've made living biological attractions so astounding that they'll capture the imagination of the entire planet.
So what are you thinking?
We're out of a job. Don't you mean extinct?
Why don't you all sit down? Donald, sit down. Right, here he comes. Well, here I come. Yes. Hello. Hello. Say hello. Say hello.
Just one drop of blood contains billions of
strands of DNA, the building blocks of life. 100 million years ago, there were mosquitoes, just like today. Sometimes, after biting a dinosaur, the mosquito would land on the branch of a tree and become fossilized. This is what we call amber. Using sophisticated techniques, Jurassic Park scientists extract the preserved blood from the mosquito. And now we can make a baby dinosaur.
A reminder, the boat for the mainland will be leaving at 1900 hours. All personnel will be at the dock no later than 1845. No exceptions.
Hey, Henry. Oh, good day, sir.
It's turning the eggs.
Oh, perfect timing. I'd hoped they'd hatch before I had to go to the boat.
Henry, why didn't you tell me? I insist on being here when they're born. Come on. Come on. Come on, little one. Come on. Come on, little one. Come on. Come on, then. Come on, then. Very good. Push. Push. Very good. God. Push. Come on. Come on. Come on, then. There you are. There you are. They imprint on the first creature they come in contact with. That's it. Helps them to trust me. I've been present for the birth of every little creature on this island.
Surely not the ones that are bred in the wilds. Actually, they can't breed in the wild. Population control is one of our security precautions. There's no unauthorized breeding in Jurassic Park. And how do you know they can't breed? Well, because all the animals in Jurassic Park are female. We've engineered them that way.
Blood temperature seems like a high 80s, maybe. Whoop.
91.
Homeothermic? Mm-hmm. It holds that temperature?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But, again, how do you know they're all female? Does somebody go out in the park and pull up the dinosaur skirts?
We control their chromosomes. It's really not that difficult. All vertebrate embryos are inherently female anyway. They just require an extra hormone given at the right developmental stage to make them male. We simply deny them that.
Deny them that?
John, the kind of control you're attempting is, it's not possible. Listen, there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us. It's that life will not be contained. Life breaks free, it expands to new territories, and it crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously, but, well, there it is.
There it is.
You're implying that a group composed entirely of female animals will breed?
No, I'm simply saying that life, finds a way.
What species is this? It's a velociraptor.
We bred raptors.
As I was saying, we laid on lunch for you before you set out into the park. Our gourmet chef,
How are they doing?
Feed. Alejandro's prepared a delightful menu for us. Chilean sea bass, I believe. Shall we?
be destroyed.
Robert Muldoon, my game warden from Kenya. Bit of an alarmist, I'm afraid, but knows more about raptors than anyone. What kind of metabolism do they have? What's their growth rate?
They're lethal at 8 months, and I do mean lethal. I've hunted most things that can hunt you, but the way these things move...
Fast for a biped?
Cheetah speed. 50, 60 miles per hour if they ever got out in the open. And they're astonishing jumpers.
Yes. That's why we're taking extreme precautions. The viewing area...
Do they show intelligence? With the brain cavity?
They show extreme intelligence. Even problem-solving intelligence. Especially the big one. We bred 8 originally, but when she came in, she took over the pride and killed all but 2 of the others. That one... When she looks at you, you can see she's working things out. That's why we have to feed them like this. She had them all attacking the fences when the feeders came.
The fences are electrified, though, right?
That's right, but they never attacked the same place twice. They were testing the fences for weaknesses systematically. They remember.
Who's hungry?
More adventurous guests, of course, can opt for our Jungle River cruise or for a close-up look at our majestic...
None of these attractions are ready yet, of course, but the park will open with the basic tour you're about to take. And then other rides will come online 6 or 12 months after that. Absolutely spectacular design, spared no expense.
And we can charge anything we want, $2,000 a day, $10,000 a day, and people will pay it. And then there's the merchandise. And I can personally...
Donald. This park was not built to cater only for the super rich. Everyone in the world has the right to enjoy these animals.
Sure, they will. What, we'll have a coupon day or something?
Gee, the lack of humility before nature that's being displayed here staggers me.
Well, thank you, Dr. Malcolm, but I think things are a little bit different than you and I had feared.
Yeah, I know. They're a lot worse.
Now, wait a second. Now, we haven't even seen the park yet.
Donald, let him talk. There's no reason. No, I want to hear every viewpoint. I really do.
Yeah, don't you see the danger, John, inherent in what you're doing here? Genetic power is the most awesome force the planet's ever seen, but you wield it like a kid that's found his dad's gun.
It's hardly appropriate to start hurling generalizations.
If I may, I'll tell you the problem with the scientific power that you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. You know, you read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the shoulders of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had, you patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it. Well,
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Condors. Condors are on the verge of extinction. If I was to create a flock of condors on this island, you wouldn't have anything to say.
No, hold on. This isn't some species that was obliterated by deforestation or the building of a dam. Dinosaurs had their shot, and nature selected them for extinction.
I simply don't understand this Luddite attitude, especially from a scientist. I mean, how can we stand in the light of discovery and not act?
Oh, what's so great about discovery? It's a violent, penetrative act that scars what it explores, what you call discovery. I call the rape of the natural world.
Well, the question is, how can you know anything about an extinct ecosystem? And therefore, how could you ever assume that you can control it? You have plants in this building that are poisonous. You pick them because they look good.
But these are aggressive living things that have no idea what century they're in, and they'll defend themselves violently if necessary.
Dr. Grant, if there's one person here who could appreciate what I'm trying to do...
The world has just changed so radically, and we're all running to catch up. I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but look. Dinosaurs and man, two species separated by 65 million years of evolution, have just been suddenly thrown back into the mix together. How can we possibly have the slightest idea of what to expect?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You're meant to come down here and defend me against these characters, and the only one I've got on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer.
Thank you.
Well, they're here. You four are going to have a spot of company out in the park. Spend a little time with our target audience.
Grandpa!
Kids! Go away!
We miss you. We love the presents. They were
good
great.
to see you. Did you enjoy the helicopter?
Yeah, it just went down, and we all went right up.
Now, kids, come away. Not too close to the cars. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they glorious, though? These will be your transports for the afternoon.
No drivers.
No drivers. But they're electric. They run on this track in the middle of the roadway here. Totally non-polluting. Top of the line. Spared no expense.
It's an interactive CD-ROM. Look, see? You just touch the right part of the screen, and it talks about whatever you want.
Lex, darling, you're all right in there. Dr. Sattler, come with me. Dr. Grant, come in the second car.
I'm all right with Dr. Sattler.
I read your book.
Well, it's great.
Do you really think the dinosaurs turned into birds? And that's where they all went?
Well, a few species may have evolved along those lines.
They sure don't look like birds to me. I heard that there was this meteor hit the Earth someplace down in Mexico and made this big crater.
Listen,
Tim,
which car were you planning on?
whichever one you are. Have you heard about this thing in Omni? About this meteor making all this heat, and it made a bunch of diamond dust, and that changed the weather, and they died because of the weather. And then my teacher told me about this other book by a guy named Backer, and she said I should ride with you because it'd be good for you.
The boat is now floating. Everyone must be on the dock for the 1900-hour departure.
National Weather Service is tracking a tropical storm.
About 75 miles west of us.
Ay. Why didn't I build in Orlando?
I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe it'll swing south like the last one.
Ray, stop the tow program.
Hold on to your butts.
You're enjoying the future, right?
Oh, God help us, we're in the hands of engineers.
During most of your tour, the appropriate information will be automatically selected and displayed for you.
Hey, look!
Simply touch the area of the screen displaying the appropriate icon.
Are we gonna hit that?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
What do they got in there, King Kong?
The voice you're now hearing is Richard Kiley. We spared no expense.
If you look to the right, you will see a herd of the first dinosaurs on our tour, called Dilophosaurus.
Dilophosaurus?
One of the earliest carnivores, we now know Dilophosaurus is actually poisonous, spitting its venom at its prey, causing blindness and eventually paralysis, allowing the carnivore to eat at its leisure. This makes Dilophosaurus a beautiful but deadly addition to Jurassic Park.
vehicle headlights are on and they're not responding. Those shouldn't be running off the car batteries. Item 151 on today's glitch list. We have all the problems of a major theme park and a major zoo, and the computers aren't even on their feet yet.
Dennis, our lives are in your hands and you have butterfingers?
I'm totally unappreciated in my time. You can run this whole park from this room with minimal staff for up to 3 days. You think that kind of automation is easy? Or cheap? You know anybody who can network 8 connection machines and debug 2 million lines of code for what I bid for this job? Because if you can, I'd love to see him try.
Sorry about your financial problems, Dennis. I really am, but they are your problems.
Oh, you're right, John. You're absolutely right. You know, everything's my problem.
I will not get drawn into another financial debate with you, Dennis. I really will not.
There's been hardly any debate at all.
I don't blame people for their mistakes, but I do ask that they pay for them.
Thanks, Dad.
Dennis, the headlights.
Yeah, I'll debug the tour program when they get back, okay? Okay? It'll eat a lot of compute cycles. We'll lose part of the system for a while. And there's a finite amount of memory. You can't use it for everything. We're going to compile for half an hour.
Quiet, all of you.
We're approaching the Tyrannosaur paddock.
God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs eat man. Woman inherits the earth.
We'll try to attempt the Rex now. Keep watching the fence.
What's gonna happen to the goat? He's gonna eat the goat? Excellent.
What's the matter, kid? You never had lamb chops?
I happen to be a vegetarian.
T-Rex doesn't want to be fat. He wants to hunt. Can't just suppress 65 million years of gut instinct.
Now, eventually, you do plan to have dinosaurs on your dinosaur tour, right? Hello? Hello? Yes?
I really hate that man.
See, the Tyrannosaur doesn't obey any set patterns or park schedules. It's the essence of chaos.
I'm still not clear on chaos.
It simply deals with predictability in complex systems. The shorthand is the butterfly effect. A butterfly can flap its wings in Peking, and in Central Park you get rain instead of sunshine.
Why?
And then I go too fast. I did a flyby. No, give me that big glass of water. We're going to conduct an experiment. It should be still. The car's bouncing up and down, but that's okay. It's just an example. Now, put your hand flat like a hieroglyphic. Now, let's say a drop of water falls in your hand. Which way is the drop going to roll off? Over which finger, or over the thumb, or the other side?
Thumb. That's it.
Okay. Right. Okay, now freeze your hand. Don't move. I'm going to do the same thing. Start with the same place again. Which way is going to roll off, do you think?
Let's say back. Same way.
Same back? Why? Because tiny variations, the orientation of the hairs on your hands,
Hey, Ellen, look at this.
the amount of blood distending your vessels, imperfections in the skin,
Imperfections in the skin?
microscopic, and never repeat and vastly affect the outcome. That's what?
Unpredictability.
Right? There. Look at this. See? I'm right again. Nobody could have predicted that Dr. Grant would suddenly jump out of a moving vehicle.
Alan?
There's another example. See, here I'm now by myself, talking to myself. That's chaos theory.
Stop the program. Stop the program. I told you how many times we needed locking mechanisms on the vehicle
Stopping
doors.
ride vehicles and rebooting program. We're on. We'll notify for resume.
Yeah. Switch will be telephone check. What about the circuit activities? Green says faulty sensor. Okay, we're going to search on the board. Outpost security. Okay, we're in full go on that end. That's good.
Like I was saying, there's this other book by a guy named Backer, and he says the dinosaurs died of a bunch of diseases. He definitely didn't say they turned into birds.
Is there anybody else who thinks that we shouldn't be out here?
And his book was a lot fatter than yours. It was like this.
Yours was fully illustrated, honey.
Hey,
You okay?
hey, look at this. Wait, hey, watch. Hey, come on, watch this.
Whoa. Everybody stay here.
Timmy!
Hey, Timmy.
Oh, wow.
Don't be scared. Come on, it's okay. We'll do tranquilizer for me. She's sick.
Oh, my God.
She was like my favorite when I was a kid. Now I see she's the most beautiful thing I ever saw.
It's okay. Microvesicles. It's interesting. What are her symptoms?
Low imbalance, disorientation, labored breathing. It seems to happen about every 6 weeks or so.
6 weeks. These are dilated.
They
Take
are?
a look. It's okay.
I'll be damned.
It's pharmacological and local plant life. Is this West Indian lilac?
Yes. We know they're toxic, but the animals don't eat them.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
There's only one way to be positive. I'd have to see the dinosaurs dropping.
Dino. Dropping?
Yep. You got that? That storm center hasn't dissipated or changed course. We're going to have to cut the tour short, I'm afraid. Pick it up again tomorrow where we left off.
Are you sure we have to?
It's not worth taking the chance, John.
Well, sustained winds 45
Tell them
knots.
when they get back in the cars.
Yeah. Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, last shuttle leaving for the dock leaves in approximately 5 minutes. Drop what you're doing and leave now.
That is one big pile of shit.
You're right. There's no trace of lilac berries. It's so odd, though. All right, so she's suffering from meliotoxicity. Every 6 weeks. Let's see. Rats.
She's,
Every 6 weeks.
tenacious.
You have no idea.
You will remember to wash your hands before you eat anything.
Doctors, if you please, I have to insist that we get moving.
Oh, you know, if it's all right, I'd like to stay with Dr. Harding and finish up with the trike. If, you know...
Sure, I'm in a gas-powered Jeep. I can drop her at the visitor center before I make the call with the others.
Great. Then I'll catch up with you if you want to go on.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll stay with her a little longer.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Now.
There's nothing I can do. The captain says we gotta go. We gotta go.
No, listen, you gotta give me the time. I did a test run on this thing. It took me 20 minutes. I thought it could maybe push to 18, but you gotta give me at least 15 minutes. Give me the 15 minutes.
No promises.
Visitor vehicles are returning to the garage.
So much for our first tour. 2 no-shows and 1 sick triceratops.
It could have been worse, John. A lot worse.
Anybody want a soda or something? Because I'm going up to the machine. I thought maybe, I'd get somebody something. Because I've had all these sweets, and I think I'm going to get something salty. I thought maybe somebody would... I finished debugging the phones. I was going to debug, so I did. You told me that, so I debugged the phones. And I thought maybe you should tell you that the system is going to be compiling for 18 to 20 minutes. So some of the minor systems, they might go on or off for a while, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just a simple thing.
Got any kids?
Me? Oh, hell yeah, 3. I love kids. Anything at all can and does happen. Same with wives, for that matter.
You married?
Occasionally. Yeah, I'm always on the lookout for a future ex-Mrs. Malcolm.
That's odd.
What?
Door security systems are shutting down.
Well, NEDRY said a few systems would go offline, didn't he?
By the way, Dr. Sattler, she's not, available, is she?
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You two are...
Yeah. Hey, what'd I touch?
I didn't touch anything. We stopped.
What the hell? What now? Sensors are failing all over the park.
Fine, Nedry. Check the vending machine.
Workstation. What a complete slop.
The raptor fences aren't out, are they?
No, they're still on.
Why the hell would you turn the other ones off?
Access main program. Access main security. Access main program grid.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please! God damn it! I hate this hacker crap. Call Nedry's people.
Cambridge. Phones are out too.
Where did the